So who is this Jason Ricker?
We just landed another another sponsorship contract with VP Fuels, Jason Ricker. So shout out to him, and we definitely need some good fuel to run these numbers that we're running. So
I hear you. I think I've met him before. I think I met him with Jason Miller at the PRI show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jason Miller. He's missed. He is missed.
Yeah. So, start of a new IDBL season, and start of a new defense of your third championship, and you started off with the record and a win.
Yes, sir.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad, man. We know what the bike is capable of. We went 70s in Valdosta, and I had a tough finals loss in Valdosta to Aaron, the guy I just ran in the finals. I lost on a whole shot in the finals, and it's always tough when that happens. So really, I can't tell you how nervous I was for this finals. Of course you always have to get butterflies. Butterflies are good. You feed off those butterflies. That's what my wrestling coach always used to tell me. He says use them, and don't mess up, and just go A to B, and that's what I did that final round. So
it's hard to imagine you being nervous at this stage of your career, actually.
Well, I get more and more nervous because my team gives me this amazing machine, and Andy tunes it beautifully, and my dad builds these awesome motors, and the bike flies, and it goes straight as an arrow. And they're really, all you have to do is let go of the clutch, keep it straight, and hit your shift points, and it's going to go fast. And so, the team is what makes this, and my biggest fear is letting them down, and not living up to what I'm supposed to live up to, and at the same time, you got to try and fit fun into there too, and of course it's always fun, and winning's even more fun. But I do get more and more nervous as time goes on, and now people are especially with like Rodney, he went a 76, and these guys are nipping at our heels and stuff, and times are changing. Pro Street's changing, and we have to step up, and just like everybody else is stepping up, and it's pushing the class to a whole new level.
I hear you. Did going for a record add an extra, make you extra nervous? Well,
the 74, that we weren't going for that per se at the time. We didn't know. A lot of times you come to these races, you don't know what the competition's going to bring, and if the competition's going high 80s, low 90s, you don't want to push a low 70 tune-up. They're already on the ragged edge as it is. You don't want to. There's no need to do that. So the 74 was a nice treat. It went super straight, and we were able to put power into it very early, and fortunately we won a 74 with a 9 and got the record back. And of course, we were the first in the 670s, and I want to be the deepest in the 670s. So and that's it's good for my tuner Andy and my dad Skip to have that record.
You've been first in the 670s twice now.
yeah, I guess well,
we're not expecting any rules changes this year, though, right?
I don't think so. I mean, you got Aaron that's knocking on the 70s doors. We got Jason Dunnigan won a 684.
Yeah.
The day after the last race.
Yeah.
Rodney won a 76.
Yeah.
And and me and Rodney, we're not lightweights anymore. I used to be light a while ago, but now it doesn't pay to be light anymore.
Right.
It doesn't pay to be 125 pounds in Pro Street.
Right.
So. Now Rodney and I are in the same weight class. We have the same setup, and we're both going fast. Rodney's a very smart man, and he knows how to put the power to the track. And so does Andy, so does Timmy, and so does my dad. So it's going to make for an interesting season.
Back to being nervous. There was that 2000s red light on.
No, I don't know.
Well, but it's 2000s. It's forgivable, although it was round one.
Round one. Maybe things happen for a reason. Maybe I needed to concentrate on Pro Street today. Also, there's been a lot of complaints about that bike because it's got a Gen 2 and it goes 770s and stuff, and so it's probably a good thing all around that I was able to concentrate on it. Let the newcomer that beat me, since this was his first race, he went all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
And I was like talking to him station lanes. I was like, dude, you know how long it took me to get to a final round in a real street race? I was like, you should be really, you know, happy and you know, and proud of yourself that you did that. And it's cool. It shows that this stuff ain't rigged. You know, this stuff, anything can happen.
Right.
So I try to find a light at the end of the tunnel with it. And if I probably would have lost Pro Street, I probably would have thought a little different about it. But I'm telling you, I wasn't trying to go red. Maybe I should have tried even harder not to go red. But when I saw the red light, I was like, man, like I didn't know what to think. But so I had to, whenever that happens, I always seem to try and concentrate harder on what I really need to do, and that's Pro Street.
So who do we want to thank for this?
Well, of course, you know, you got to thank the man in charge, Dimmy Ettinger, and you know, and his company DME for, you know, providing me this awesome spaceship to drive. You know, I got to thank my tuner Andy Sawyer, you know, for always putting these killer tune-ups in this bike and giving me a reliable championship-winning bike. My dad for building these motors so strong and you know, allowing me to make it all the way to the final round and still put down a 70 and win the race, and that all that stuff comes into winning races and championships. And you know, then we got to thank, you know, of course we got to thank the IDBL for giving us a platform to race on. We got to thank Vance and Hines, my title sponsor. You know, Orient Express. We got to thank Kinetic Gasket. Of course, dragbike.com, eatmyink.com. You know, for all the media coverage that you guys do for us. Let's see, MTC. CP Carrillo is a big sponsor of mine. You know, they got the baddest pistons and rods in the business. VP Fuel, you know, for that renewed contract that they gave us. DCE for the wiring harness, the beautiful wiring harness that's on this bike. They're a great sponsor of mine, and anybody in the world can have the wiring harness that's on this bike and on my real street bike and all this stuff. It's got a part number. You just call and say you want it, and they can give it to you. You know, of course, we got to thank Penske Racing Shocks, baddest shocks in the business, hands down. Lucas Oil Products for the best oil. They keep our motors together. They keep these bearings in the motors. You know, they allow us to run these crazy speeds and these times. Let's see, Blau Turbo, Blau Performance Turbo, for these killer turbos that I have on all the turbo bikes that I ride, making a lot of horsepower. Webcam, you know, for these great camshafts, these solid camshafts that they provide us with. Vance and Leathers. Let's see, Behringer brakes. Robinson Industries. You know, this class is getting faster and faster and faster, and I'll tell you what, you're going to see us next race. All of our bikes are going to have some nice Robinson Industries bearing supports on there. You know, they make the best autos in the business, you know, best gears in the business, everything. So, and let's see, also Catalyst Racing Composites. You know, for this killer light body weight, this light carbon fiber body weight we got on the bike. Let's see, APE for sponsoring the class. Worldwide Bearings. Let's see, I think that about covers it. APE for, you know, the studs and all these internal components that they get us for the motor, and the cranks. Yeah, the cranks and all that stuff. And also, I want to give another extra special shout out to Skip at Orient Express. Skip is a longtime personal sponsor of mine, and I just started a new project recently with my stock wheelbase, you know, ET bike that I'm having a blast with. And I got a nice Tie Force pipe on there from him, and he sent me a couple different parts here and there, and he's just great, man. I got he sells Dymag carbon fiber wheels, super light, super strong, awesome carbon fiber wheels, perfectly balanced, you know, precision, nice wheels at a very reasonable cost, if you know what I'm saying, compared to other brands. And that's available through Orient Express. That's how Skip Joey sent you.
And I believe you missed Worldwide Bearings.
No, I said it.
Oh, you did?
Come on, you're not gonna catch me stepping.
Honestly, I thought you missed it. Just say it again, right, just to make me happy.
Worldwide Bearings, because Tim said so. But rewind, what, 50 seconds? You'll hear it again.
All right. I think that's it. I think you got them all.
I think we got them all. You know, I want to give another shout out to Marvick Wheels. Let's see, and I also got to give another shout out to my family for supporting me through this stuff, and my dad for, you know, he spends a lot of time down in North Carolina building these motors, and to my fiance for coming out and supporting me, and my brother, and it really means a lot. And to any fan that I have, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. You know, I really appreciate it.